Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review of the season finale of The Walking Dead: Last Day on Earth. I have to say, I really did not like this episode. It was 90 minutes long, and not a lot of stuff happened. It was just filler pretty much until the last 10 minutes. This was not a very good season finale. It's actually been so bad with what I've seen as the problems of The Walking Dead throughout its series that this is going to be my last review of The Walking Dead because I'm tired of the writers now. See, throughout this episode, we had pretty much a convenient reason for everybody who has been pretty much in the RIP group to be outside of Alexandria. Maggie had complications in the last episode. She's sick. There could be the possibility of a miscarriage, so they were trying to get her to the hilltop because of the doctor there. And along every route, they run into Negan's saviors. Every route. We've gone from the saviors not exactly knowing where Alexandria is to knowing the exact movements of this group along all these routes with what seemed to be at least somewhere between 100 to 300 saviors. Because we didn't see all of them, and I would assume that they would have ambush people. And to me, that is too large of a group for Negan to have to try and feed with half of the stuff from the hilltop. It's too large of a community and just too many enemies and background extras for, in my opinion, for this group to have. Now, one of the saving graces of the Saviors was that one of the, I'll dub him the lieutenants, was played by the actor that portrayed Trevor in GTA 5, and he did a good job. He was really menacing, he was really well spoken, he was a good kind of bad guy, if that makes sense. But, again, he was not utilized really well, in that he did nothing. I mean, he strutted and statured himself to be like, listen, this is going to be our way. And he was just mainly the gateway to Negan. Now, Jeffrey Dean Morgan did a good job as Negan. I really don't have a problem with it. What I do have a problem with is I've heard from the comics that Negan uses excessive profanity, and you could tell that he had to be constrained in how he was talking. This isn't like HBO where you could go with as many fuck shits and every other thing under the sun that he can say, because this is AMC. And it just really kind of blunted the character, in my opinion. It really was not that tense. I say it's not that tense because the characters were acting a lot out of character. We have had throughout the various seasons points where characters have evolved past certain things that they have done and then regressed in a stupid fashion. The biggest case in point is Morgan and Carol. Why does Carol not want to kill anymore? It has not been given enough time to breathe and develop throughout half of a season, let alone the back half of the last couple episodes. It doesn't make any sense. And her trying to get away from Morgan was stupid. Now, a good thing that came out of that very out of place and kind of stupid storyline was that Morgan killed someone, so he has realized there's going to be times when he's going to have to kill. And I think they have met up with people that are from a different community. I am theorizing that they are from, I think, Ezekiel's community, because they have spears that are similar to Hilltop, but they have armor and everything, which Hilltop really didn't have, and it would not make sense that they were like a Hilltop group that was out on a run and then wouldn't have had a chance to be part of the group. So that had a little bit better, but the real stupid part was that we were not shown who was killed. Now granted, they're in a no-win situation here, because everybody's got pretty much their favorite that they wouldn't want to die. One of the main ones being Daryl, And the thing is, Glenn is supposed to take the beating and die from the comic books, but since he's already been fake out death so much, I think actually going through with it would be the kind of last straw. But for me, the last straw was the writing and not showing who died. It is just a cliffhanger that was too far and not needed, especially in 90 minutes of nothing happening. So you're going to tell me you're going to do a show, and then you're going to do the season finale, and you're going to have pretty much nothing happen. And then you're going to show something happen, but be like, oh, tune in next season. That is not fair to the fans, and it's not fair to the viewers. It is just trying to drum up ratings and controversy for the sake of it, rather than organically being in the story and the characters. It is just, I don't know why you would do it. It's, unless you're trying to be artsy or something, but it doesn't make any sense. And that's the main reason why I'm done with this. They are inconsistent with characters. They're using plot tricks and devices that, quite frankly, don't work with what they're trying to do, or their execution is not right. If these characters have gotten wise and smart over the apocalypse, it should have been done better. Or if you're gonna, there's just nothing that could have really saved it at this point, unless they decide to go, you know what, we're gonna go, like a hammy, campy Z thing, and have Father Gabriel with Judith on his back, with Judith you holding the rocket launcher and shooting it and killing all the saviors. At that point, you're like, fine, it's a Deus Ex Machina, it's completely and utterly shit-bomb ridiculous. But then is it this? This is just not needed. I mean, hell, they could have had another faction. This would have been interesting if they had done something like this. Another faction that was actually sent to assassinate Negan, but before they were done with their retcon and recon, Rick's group was hired as a secondary one and fucked up all their plans, and they come out of nowhere and save them and be like, alright, we gotta talk. That would have been more interesting. Then you've got another group, you've got power play. This was just an exercise in the writers being, oh, we're great, we got this, this is going to be good. And it wasn't. Well, that's my opinions. Tell me what you think in the comments below. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, if you liked the show, if you didn't like the show. Also, like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.